Hey folks, and welcome back to another edition of Tech Talk Tuesdays. I'm Jacob, and this week we're going to be talking about a topic that's important to you and your business and making the most of conferences before the event. We talked last week about how conferences can be pivotal to you and your company and growing your business. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about how we can actually make that happen by preparing for the event. First things first, you want to figure out how you're going to consider the conferences that you and your company actually attend. One of the things that we like to think about is aligning your company goals with the event and the people that are going to be there. You want to consider who's actually going to be attending the conference from both an attendee, speaker, and an exhibitor's perspective. You want to make sure that these are people that you align with, that you can work well with, and actually gain some value from. One of the other things you want to consider is the actual size of the conference. Larger conferences offer ample amount of opportunity to network and to learn, but they can also be slightly overwhelming. Smaller conferences offer a good opportunity to have more intimate networking opportunities and have more one-on-one conversations. So take that into consideration. Another thing is the actual location of the show. Is it somewhere where you or your team members can actually make it to the conference and make the most out of the conference given the allotted time as well? Once you've identified a conference for you and your company to attend, it's extremely crucial to make sure that you set up clear goals for the conference. What is it that you and your company actually want to achieve while you're at the show? You want to make sure you understand if you're trying to learn new things about the industry or the market, where you could actually do that, whether it's at a speaking session or a breakout or a networking opportunity. Maybe your idea is to connect with specific individuals that either you've met previously or that you're looking to connect with for the first time. You want to make sure that you can actually have time to set up those meetings if that's the approach that you're looking for. Or you could also be looking to find a solution for a particular problem. Maybe that's a deal that you can't find funding for, or maybe it's a software solution that you're looking for. Having these clear objectives and mindset is going to allow you to have the conference time actually have purpose and meaning while you're there. Once you have clear goals and what you want to achieve for the conference setup, it's really important to think about your actual pitch and how you're going to present your company at the show. You want to be memorable. There are so many conversations and so many business cards that are being exchanged at these conferences. You and your pitch, you're going to want to stand out and you're going to want to be memorable. One of the things that we suggest for this is to present a problem and then explain how your company or your solution can actually fix that problem. You want to practice this until it feels natural. You want to make sure that you know exactly what it is you're going to say when the questions come up and how you're going to interact with these people as they approach you. One of the things to do is to be prepared for an actual elevator conversation. The amount of times that I've had these conversations on the elevator on the way to the actual trade show floor, it'll be surprising. So you want to be prepared, make sure you're ready to go, and have that till it feels natural. Once you've perfected your pitch, it's time to start taking a look at the conference schedule and how you're going to plan your time at the conference. Looking ahead at the schedule to identify both speaking sessions, breakout sessions, or networking opportunities that are important to you is going to help set up your trade show for the most success that it can be. You also want to consider leaving time available to explore the conference hall, meet other opportunities as far as vendors, service providers, and things like that. You also want to have time for ad hoc meetings that may come up while you're at the show as well. A well-planned schedule can really lead to the most success while you're at a trade show. Now that you understand a little bit what your schedule is going to look like while you're at the show, it's important to connect with people before going to the conference and working them into your schedule as well. A good way to actually connect with these people prior to the conference are to utilize things like LinkedIn, the conference website, or even the networking apps that are available for a majority of these conferences. This will help you identify people that you would like to meet with. This allows you to reach out with them, get them built into that schedule that you've started, and this actually allows you to make the most of the conference because you're actually using the time that you're there to meet with these people in person and have really important and dedicated conversations. Now, another tool to make sure that you're getting the most out of this conference prior to attending the conference is leveraging social media. Social media can truly enhance the conference experience as a whole. One of the things that we suggest is to follow and to contribute to the conference's official hashtag on social media. This is going to allow you to add and to contribute to the conversation that's happening around the conference, also see what others are saying. One of the other things that we suggest is to share your insights and experiences to increase your visibility while at the show, and then just use social media to announce or showcase that you're attending the show. This lets everybody know that you're going to be there and that they can reach out and connect to you prior to attending the conference. Now for the real tech piece of all of this, the conference apps and portals. First thing is, you want to make sure that your conference app is up to date. Make sure your bio is correct, make sure your name is up there, and make sure you have a recent headshot so that people can identify you when you're on the showroom floor. These apps, they really help provide real-time updates. They also have things like venue maps, can allow you to walk around the venue, see where you need to be. And then it also offers things like speaker and attendee profiles to allow you to see who's going to be there and get a better idea of who you want to connect with. Some of the other inherent benefits are seeing the schedule sessions, the opportunities that are coming up with the rest of the show, and more. One of the other things that we suggest is to download these apps just to stay informed on what's going on, allow you to be more organized throughout the show, and continuing to connect with people as the show goes on. Now, most of these conference apps are going to encompass some component of AI, which is going to help you schedule meetings that fit for both you and the person you're looking to meet with. It's also going to encompass the different meeting locations to make sure that you actually have a spot to speak. And then the other thing is it's going to offer suggestions for potential connections for you based on the people that you've already connected with. Now, personally, one of the things that I really like to do is get into the app as soon as it becomes available for that specific event. I like to first try to make sure that my profile is completely up to date, make sure I've got a good recent headshot in there. I also like to make an announcement in the app, make sure that everybody's aware that I'm going to be there, and also highlight if you're going to be in any speaking sessions or breakout events. Once I know that my profile is all set, I like to start to comb through the attendee list, see potential people that I'd like to actually connect with, and then I can also blast out to social media that I'm going to be attending the conference and that people can connect with me through the app to start those initial conversations. And that does it for this week's topic, where we talked about making the most out of conferences before attending the trade show. Preparation, clearly key to making the most out of any of these trade shows. Make sure to stay tuned, where next week we're going to continue this topic and talk about how to make the most out of trade shows while we're at the trade show itself. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow all of our content. And if there's something that you want to hear us talk about specifically, make sure you drop a comment down below. Ka-chow.